Welcome to lesson number 15 of your spoken English course with Alina Rais. Now, today I'm going to be talking about the structure of English language. There's so many things that you can learn when you're trying to learn to speak in English, right? Let's say phrasal verbs, there are idioms, there's vocabulary, there's grammar, the most scary part. And there are so many other things, numerous other things that I can count on my fingers. Now, what about these? How do we learn these? And how much time should we devote to learning these? That is the answer that we are going to be figuring out in this lesson right now. See, understand, there is no limit to learning structure. Structure of English language is so wide and so deep that you could spend years into learning it. But we don't have time. I'm not saying that there is no other strategy possible where you first perfect your tenses, your grammar, your vocabulary, and then you gradually start to speak in English. But what I'm saying here is that it's going to take a lot of time and it is not a good strategy. Why do you want to postpone, especially when it can be done right now, when it can be done right away? Why do you want to wait? Because wait is comfortable and trying and practicing is uncomfortable and speaking is uncomfortable. Is that the reason? Because if that is the reason, it is not a good reason. Now let me give you a scenario. There are two characters, okay? Character number one, Mr. A. Now Mr. A is a grammar freak. He's a perfectionist. He does not want to make mistakes. He is adamant on learning the entire structure of English language. He's practicing with books. He's buying lots and lots of books to perfect his grammar, to work on his tenses, to sit quietly in his room and learn about the language. He's doing that, okay? And he's sure that one day when he will learn everything and he will understand everything and he'll be able to read English perfectly and understand all the rules and exceptions, only then he's going to start speaking English. Okay? And that delays the date on which he says, okay, I'm ready. Now there's Mr. B. Mr. B, all this while, he is trying to improve on tenses. He's also trying to work on grammar, but he is not delaying his speaking. He speaks from day number one. I'm going to be working on my fluency in English. And so today I start speaking English. Okay? And on the way, while I'm speaking, I also learn about tenses. I also sometimes find time for grammar. But all this while, I'm also speaking, which is the most important aspect of learning to be fluent in English. Now, what do you think? Which character would I like you to be like? Mr. A or Mr. B? Of course, Mr. B. I want you to start speaking in English right away. Do not wait because these are excuses. The way you don't understand how thousands of parts, those small minuscule parts in a car work, how engine of a car works, you don't understand most of it, right? The piston and stuff and God knows what all. You don't understand how all of that stuff works. But what you understand is that this car will be able to transport you from point A to point B. So you sit inside the car and you start to move and you reach point B. That is exactly what I'm telling you. Instead of getting into the depth of how English language works, just use English language to express your thoughts. Okay? If you go into the depth of understanding every part of the car, first I will understand how exactly a car works and then I will use it to go to point B. It will take you years to reach there. You get the idea, right? So instead of focusing on how it works, just focus on why you want to learn it and what is the minimum that you need to do to start using it for your benefit. And that is to start talking in English, right? So be smart and rather than just focusing on the theoretical part, start speaking English, okay? So that's all about it in this video, in this lesson. I'll see you in the next lesson. I hope you are keeping up with your homework. It's very important. Please. I'll see you again. Bye.